Get ready to uncover the lucrative world of trading analysis, where the key to profitability can be as simple as understanding where price action is moving on a given pair. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can analyze a pair such as Euro USD when trading in the Forex markets, and showing you how to get involved in trades so that you guys can get involved in profitable trading opportunities on a day-to-day basis. Let's get straight on into the charts now, okay, and have a look at some examples of price action from this week and how you could have got involved in trades. Okay, so if we have a look at the chart now, what I've got on the screen is Euro USD. Now we're on the 4-hour time frame, and I want to just talk you guys through what price action is doing, okay, from a higher time frame down to a lower time frame, and how we could utilize this on a weekly basis, okay, to be able to get an understanding of where price may be moving, and then be able to work out where we can actually capitalize on potential trading opportunities. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to go up to the daily time frame, just so you can have a look at what price is actually doing. So the first thing that I see here, okay, is that we did come down and we did break underneath this low in here, and we had this kind of larger change of character, okay, and it was a larger move down, and we took this liquidity under this low. Now I did have this zone in here, okay, based on the fact that we had this little bit of inefficiency just to fill in this area in here. However, we didn't come down to fill that, so that's absolutely fine. What we did do is we did tap into the larger area, but that's okay. I'm still going to expect that maybe at some point we may get some kind of reaction to this zone. Anyway, we then came down, took that low out, and then we started to come back up again. Now that's how I had it marked out on the daily time frame. Now dropping down to a 4-hour time frame, okay, what we can see is that we did have this break of structure in here. Okay, following on from that, we also had this break of structure just in here, so you're going to mark this one in as well, and you can see that price is clearly moving bearish. Now because price was moving down, I expected that at some point we may have seen some kind of move back up again, okay, into the premium of this leg, where we could have potentially got involved in an opportunity if something's set up, okay, with the expectation that maybe price was going to come back down, okay, and we may have seen something like this, okay, and then maybe some kind of move out of this higher time frame area on the daily time frame. Of course, okay, we didn't know at this point what was going to happen, but you know, all I'm going to be doing is looking for opportunities that could potentially present themselves in this area. So how can we do that? Okay, now this is Monday. What we could do is we could drop down to the 1-hour time frame, okay, and here we could start looking at what price is actually doing. Now first of all, okay, what I see here is that price has taken out, okay, this high point in here, and then you can see that we've started to move down quite impulsively. Now this is fine, and at this moment in time it's about 9 AM GMT time. So if we keep playing price out now, at the moment I like to trade in the afternoon, so I'm going to wait for 12 o'clock to come, okay, and then I'm going to look and see what's actually happening. Now what I saw, okay, was at the open of the 11 AM candle, okay, price pushed up, it came down and closed here, okay, for 12 o'clock. So when I'm seeing this candle here, I'm seeing this high test candle. We've taken out the liquidity of the previous candle. Okay, we've had this nice move to the downside. I want to look for a trade in this position here, okay, because I want to see what price is doing and if we're going to see a move lower. So to confirm, now that we've had this high test candle, I want to drop down to a 15-minute time frame. Okay, and now I want to see what price is showing me on this time frame. So looking here, okay, what can we initially see? Now this is the close of the 11:45 AM candle. So this is exactly at 12 o'clock, okay, where my session starts. So immediately, okay, I'm seeing this momentum come into the markets. I understand that this 1-hour candle was that nice high test candle, okay, that took liquidity and then started to retrace, okay. So I understand that that candle is already there. Since then, okay, we've then had this nice impulsive momentum candle, and it's left behind this trading range. Now because we've got this trading range, okay, I'm going to just identify this in here, and now what we can do is look for some kind of confirmation within this area, okay, if price comes in, and then maybe we could trade something like this and get some kind of move to play this lower. Okay, now let's have a look and see what happens next. Okay, so price comes down, okay, initially it comes back up, and then you can see that we've now had this again high test candle because we've taken the liquidity out of the previous candle, and then we've moved back lower. So again, we're seeing another high test candle with inside the range, okay, created from this 15-minute momentum candle. So because we're seeing this, what we can do is utilize this and understand that, okay, maybe price is actually going to go from this area. We can just move the stop to the high, okay, 4.3. We can even add another pip if you really want, 5.3 on the stop, okay, and then we can target a nice 1 to 3, okay, or targeting any kind of liquidity point. You can see that we've got this low point just in here, so this can be seen as the target for a nice 2.8R trade. Okay, so this is what I would get involved with. I would simply just market execute, okay, as price comes in and closes on that candle. So you can see that this trade was taken, okay, we got the nice momentum created there, okay, we did have this push back up, which was simply just filling that inefficiency in this area, okay, before then, again, retracing back down, and then seeing some nice momentum, and we took that low out just in there. So this was a beautiful opportunity, okay, which allowed us to get involved in a trade and bank 2.81R, which I did take live. Here you can see now on the screen the profits of that trade, okay, so a really nice trade taken on the Monday. And it's all because we have that higher time frame understanding of where we think price may be going. We've got our higher time frame zone of interest. I've been able to find that 1 hour area, okay, which was based on this 1 hour candle in here. And then we've confirmed that on a 15-minute, giving us that entry, allowing us to trade price down, okay, to a sensible area underneath a liquidating low. And then that is it, okay, as simple as that, we can get involved in a trade. So that's as simple as it needs to be, guys, okay? When looking for trades in the markets, you can be as simple, as you can with it. Look for an overall higher time frame understanding of where you think price action may be going, and then try and get involved with some, intermediate time frames, the 1 hour, the 15 minutes, something still with significance to allow us to get involved in trades in a given direction. Now, of course, price doesn't have to reach this low point. It's absolutely fine if price doesn't want to come down to here. Price might come all the way up, break the high, and it might change the whole narrative of my higher time frame. But that is absolutely fine, okay? That doesn't actually matter because I'm just taking advantage of price action in the moment, okay? I'm understanding that in that moment, this was my idea, this was my narrative, and that is what I was looking to execute, okay? If price then reverses, that's absolutely fine. I can just start looking for longs, or until we get to another area of potential supply, and then of course I can just look for sells again. So that's pretty much sums up how we can get involved in this trade. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep playing through price action now and show you what actually happened for the rest of this week, and then another entry style that you could utilize to get involved in a similar position. So let's have a look at that now and get straight into the charts and see how price performed for the rest of the week. So if I just go back up to the higher time frame now, okay, let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see what actually happened for the rest of this week, okay? So we're already in profit. We've taken a nice trading opportunity in there. You can see that I've marked up, okay, another area of supply just at the top here, okay, and we can have an understanding that price may want to come and take this high out. So what actually happens next? So Tuesday, okay, we do again start to sort of move a little bit lower, and then we do get this impulsive move to the upside, and there we go, okay, we completely break through this high point and we do start to move to the upside. Now that's absolutely fine, okay, you can see that we did just miss this area in here, but of course it didn't have to mitigate that area on the daily. On other brokers, okay, the area might have been slightly different, and of course there was also an area there on the 4 hour which we could have utilized, okay, and if that was your overall higher time frame idea, then you could have used that to suggest that price is going to move higher. But okay, I wanted to just focus on this daily, so that is absolutely fine. Okay, and now we've had this chock, so what we want to wait for is, okay, some idea of what's actually happening next. So in this situation, what I would wait for is either some kind of pullback, okay, and then another move higher. What this would do is it would give me a second area of interest, okay, so then what we would get is a 4 hour break of structure, and then what we could do is utilize this range in here to try and get involved in some kind of trade. Now what could also happen is price could come up into this area, okay, and then we could get some trade in here like this, and that was the idea that I actually had for the rest of the week. So what I need to do now is be patient and wait until we get the necessary confirmation in the significant areas to actually allow us to get involved in a trading opportunity. So if we keep playing price out now, it literally did exactly that. Okay, you can see that price did have some kind of continuation. Okay, it went sideways and then it continued to the upside, breaking out again, creating this new structural level. Okay, we had a beautiful reaction to this area of supply, okay, which was left behind up in here. And what it can do is it can allow us to get involved in more trades. So for example, as price pushes up to this area, let's drop down now to a lower time frame. So we'll go down to the 1 hour. And first of all, okay, we understand that the confirmation that we're actually looking for, okay, is to get some kind of high test candle, and then we want to look for that confirmation on the 15-minute. Now, if we don't get that, that's still absolutely fine. What we can do is look for potentially another type of entry and get involved. So what we did have, okay, on this day is price started to push down. Okay, it started to go sideways, and then we got this another push down in here. Now, when I see this, okay, what I'm looking at is the fact that we've swept above this high point in here. Okay, so you can see that we've liquidated above that high, and then we've come down and we've broken this low point. Okay, now because of that, what happens next? Now you can see that we've actually left this area of inefficiency again. Okay, we've had that fair value gap, and it gives us this area of interest to potentially trade out of, with the idea being that price is just simply going to come in and tap into here, and then we're going to see a move lower. So how could we get involved in this? Well, what you could do is you could look for confirmation inside this area. So what we could do is we could drop down now to a 5-minute, okay, because we are utilizing these slightly lower time frames, and let's wait for that high test candle again in this area. Okay, so we're waiting around. Okay, price continues to push up, absolutely fine. And there we go. Okay, so price continued to push up, and then we took the high out and we pulled back in, creating that uncertainty, okay, doji style candle right at the top of this range. So for me now, what we could do is we could actually sell stop the low of this candle, okay, with the expectation being that price may look to just continue this breakout now. Okay, and if it does, we're going to be protected above the high point, and it's going to allow us to get involved in a trade potentially coming down into this zone. So immediately what happened was you'd get tabbed into the trade in here. Okay, nice momentum enters the market. Okay, a little bit of a correction in there, and we see a beautiful move lower. Okay, and I think this trade just keeps on going. There we go, keeps on going for a while, and then we do see some sideways consolidation again. So you did have the opportunity to get all the way up to an 11R trade. Okay, you could have taken it off at, again, 3R, could have held to 5, 10, whatever's in your plan. This was just a really nice way to get involved in the markets, especially if there isn't that initial entry type on the 1 hour. Okay, we can just utilize the momentum that we're seeing on the 15-minute to get involved in really nice, simple trades. Okay, now that's all I wanted to show to you guys in this video, and I really wanted to explain to you how you can utilize the market, and specifically utilizing the overall higher time frame narrative to give you areas of interest. Remember, at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is understand, is price going up or is price going down on a given day, okay? You haven't got to overcomplicate things. All we need to do is figure that out, and then we need to create an edge and some kind of entry that we can utilize on that day, okay, which ties in with your bias to give you the best chance that price may go in your direction. Hope that you found this video useful, guys. Okay, and if you want more insights like this and more analysis on a day-to-day basis, then make sure to check out TradeDork. Okay, the link to our community is in the description of this video. And if you're interested, come and check out the website. Okay, it has everything on there, all the information related to the products that we offer. Okay, this includes our masterclass, our indicators, and also the signals and automation that we provide to our community members. So if that's something that you guys want to get involved with, then that sounds great. I will see all of you in the community, and if not, then I will see you on the next video on the channel. So take care and happy trading.
Be a dork.